Hello, you lovely, lovely people. Welcome back to the channel for another topic on overstaying and risk of deportation. And the guy I'm talking about, he's got a YouTube channel himself, and he's here in the Philippines right now. You guys might have, you might have seen his channel, come across him. His channel is Paul Reg Bruce, and he's had a YouTube channel for a number of years. And he came to the Philippines, I believe, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And I don't know, maybe a victim of circumstance or something, but he's found himself overstaying. Maybe for 2 years, I believe. I've actually spoke to him, not on the phone, but through his, chat. And I tried to, well, I did give him some advice on what to do, because I overstayed as well. It wasn't quite as long, and my circumstances perhaps was a little bit different because it was during the time of COVID, and I couldn't get to the immigration, so I overstayed. And what you do when you overstay here, which I tried to say to Paul, is don't leave it until they find you. Deal with it yourself. Either go to immigration, or I think if you've got a little bit of money, then perhaps go through an agency like JRC, because that's who did mine, and they were very good. They sorted mine out. I had a fine to pay, of course I did, and everything else that I had to do, but it was sorted out. But I think in Paul's case, I don't think he has no money, so going to an agency is out of the question. It's a position that I wouldn't want to be in, where you haven't got no money to pay your fines, because there are fines. I had to pay a lot of fines. I had to pay over 100,000 pesos, people, all in, and that was with the motion of reconsideration. That was with the fees of JRC. I think it was about 104,000, I think. And I'm doing a collaboration with JRC in Cebu. Maybe in the next month or 6 weeks, they've asked me to, would I like to do a collaboration with them, and I said yes, I will. So that's coming up, folks. That but overstaying here in the Philippines, it's just not, I mean, overstaying in any country, but I think here, because you think maybe that the immigration aren't so strict, well, I think you got to think again. I think they are just as strict as any other immigration. But I think here, maybe they haven't got their resources to come and chase you down, until somebody maybe would phone up immigration and said who was overstaying, where they were, and things like that. But being deported from the Philippines, and he seems like a nice guy as well, Paul. He seems like a nice guy. He seems like a simple guy. With like a simple life. And I don't know what happened, because I don't think anyone comes to a foreign country, mainly the Philippines, with the intention of overstaying. I don't think anyone does, or if you do, more fool you. So I think this is why we need some kind of not a backup plan, but some kind of facilities, financial facilities, where if the worst happens, we have got that money to get us out of that problem. Paul obviously didn't and hasn't. And, who are we to say, well, stupid him? We don't know his circumstances, so it's not for us to say anything about him. But I hope he gets it sorted out. And I I hope he get, because he actually wants to go back to England, because, as he said here, he can't work because, I mean, even if he wasn't overstaying his visa, on a tourist visa, he can't work and he's bored, he likes working. I think he was a gardener, I think, in England, I think he did like a lot of different little jobs that he did. But, being here without any form of income, this is what we have to think as well, because it can happen to any of us where, we come over here and it's all lovely and brilliant, splendid, and something could happen. Like I said, Paul is a victim of some circumstance, I don't know what, but it can happen to any of us. And I don't think it's right that we should be pointing the finger at anybody, especially when it's not done intentionally. As he said, it wasn't done intentionally. I don't know what happened. As I said, when I was writing to him on his comments, I just said to go to, just to get some advice. And I think you can get free advice from, from JRC, Visa Consulting Agency. They will give you some free advice on what you need to do. I don't know if he's took it up, I don't know. But I hope he has. But he's wanting to go back. And he said as well, he openly talks about it in his videos. And he's even saying, that, yes, he's probably expecting a bit of time in the, the immigration detention centre. And he's willing to do that, no choice. But, he knows what he has to do. And, there was a few comments on his channel where they said, oh, it's your own fault, it's your own fault. Well, how can people say it's your own fault if you don't know what happened? If you don't know what happened, he could have been scammed. He could have been scammed out of his money. I don't know. I really don't know what happened. But nevertheless, we should never jump to conclusions, people, about people's circumstances. Never jump to conclusions. And this is not a gossip, because this is open on his website. I'm just saying about Paul and how easy it can be, to fall foul of immigration here if you run out of money. But, I think if you see them first, then they will sort it out, because, they just want their money, I would imagine. Immigration just want their backlog of money. And, Anyway, people, I've noticed just recently that there's a lot of channels talking about Social Security all the time. Can you live on your Social Security here? Well, there's a guy that I know here, and he lives on, his pension is about 100 and, I think he said 110,000 pesos a month. It's a lot of money, isn't it? And he says, although he gets that amount of money, he only spends about the same as what I do every month, and the rest he saves. So for these people that continue saying, oh, the new budget is $2,500 and we need every penny of it, I don't know what planet they're living on. I really don't. I really don't know where they're coming from. Honest to God, I don't. Many of the comments that I get about when I did a one about, what I can live on a month, many of my subscribers were saying they live on a similar amount to me and find it quite easily to do. So how come these people cannot live comfortably on what we live on? Like, $600, $800 a month, even $1,000 a month. It's easy to do. And before you people say it, some people, they say, well, you must be living like, like in a pauper's. No, not at all. Not at all. We eat good food. We go out. We don't live a pauper's life at all. Not in any way, shape or form. And sick grandpa, he did a video on me, didn't he? Sick grandpa, well done, my friend. I don't mind. Look, I know, like, a lot of people, like, I think you're a bit crazy. I think you're funny. I do, really. And I must admit, when I saw the one that you did of me, I just laughed because you are a funny guy. Maybe a bit like disturbed, but you're still funny. It didn't upset me. If you want to make another one, please do. It doesn't bother me, people, the haters. It used to. Now it doesn't. Haters don't bother me. If people say anything about me, it doesn't bother me because I know it's affecting them more than it's affecting me. If they want to keep talking about me, then obviously they are affected by something. I don't know what. Really don't know what, but there you go. If you haters want to keep hating, you keep hating. I love it. Continue. Yeah, see Grandpa. Crazy man, crazy man. So yeah, try not to overstay your visa here. Because I don't know how much it is. I really don't know how much it is for. I think when I was on tourist visa, I think it was like, it was 3,000 pesos or something a month or something. I can't remember. But it wasn't a lot of money. I think it might have been even less than that. I can't remember. Really can't. Anyway, oh yes, got to say this. Restamping. Also, because I got my new passport through, you have to get your 13A restamped into your new passport. And not only that, but you have to get your last arrival entry visa transferred into your new passport. Now, you have to go to Manila for this. Now, I'm in Mindanao, so it's a long way for me to go. So what I've done, I've seen JRC, and they've just, they've taken care of it for me. And it would be a lot cheaper, and it is a lot cheaper for them to do it for me than it would be to me to fly to Manila, do all what I had to do, and come back here. So again, I think I might plug in JRC. I think I am in a way because they're good, and they've got a website, and many foreigners use them, and just a good company, people. So I mean, if you're in a bit of, you want, your 13A, because they do all of it. They do, your retirement visa, they do your tourist visa, they do your 13A, overstays, motion of reconsideration, everything. They do everything, and they're not that expensive either. And for the service that you get, I would highly recommend, and I'm highly recommending them because I've used them. I've used them 3 times. This is the 4th time I'm using them now for my restamping. And I don't have to do anything. They send them the forms out, which I think is in transit right now. I've just got to sign it, put my passport there, my old, my new, my the order of my 13A. That's it. They will do all the rest, and then it'll come back, and I'm all done. Happy days, people. Happy days indeed. The weather's been very unsettled lately. Very unsettled, but it's quite nice because it's cool. It's nice and cool now. So anyway, people, what did you do at the weekend? Anything interesting? And my house will be finished at the end of this week. It's all done. So they said. They will finish off what they do, and then it's going to be skim coated. They'll probably start skim coating not tomorrow, the next day. What's that? That's going to be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So that'll be skim coated, hopefully painted, and then I will do a video of what they've done before the windows are fitted. I can't wait to get these builders out the house, because it has caused a lot of trouble between me and my wife. This, not trouble, but just words, like I said in the previous video. And there's a lot of misunderstanding of these words that we've been having. She doesn't seem to think that I should be bothering about times and things like that, but I do. She doesn't, because she's Filipina. She doesn't need to. And she doesn't have to find the money to pay for everything. Bless her little heart. But yeah, we're almost done. Almost done. Oh, I'm so happy, people. I really am when this is finished. I really am. And then we're going to go away. When the windows are fitted, we're going to have a little break away from this house. Don't know where we're going to go. I think we're going to Cebu. or Cebu. I think we're going to go to Cebu for a week in a resort. Have some rest, relaxation and recuperate. I need it. I need it. I really do. My little boy, he's realised that I'm not in the house. I can hear him. And he's going to start kicking off like he does. So people, yeah, it's just, you know, overstaying and deportation and things like that. Just be careful with your visas, people, because they will catch you. And there is always malicious people who will, if they know, they will report you. That's how malicious some people can be. Me, doesn't bother me. Anyone overstays, nothing to do with me, not my business. I would never report anybody. But some people would. Believe me, some people would. There's some nasty people out there. Malicious, cantankerous, and just jealous people. Many, many jealous people out there. Many of them have channels. Anyway, people, that's it. Thank you very much. Doy's doing a fire. Every day does a fire. Smokes my house out. But yeah, see you later, people. Whatever you're doing, do it well. And thank you for dropping by. God bless you all. Bye-bye.